Beautiful people. So I said I would make an update as I get closer to my retreat, which is scheduled in about 3 weeks, as far as letting people know what's kind of going on mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of those good things. As for right now, I would say that my dreams have been very vivid. I do have dreams, rarely, but not as many as I've been having or as vivid as I've been having. A lot of them I feel like are in preparation for surrender. A lot of snake dreams, and from what I understand, Mother Ayahuasca usually comes to you in the form of a serpent. And I've had people even tell me that 100% of people will say that that's how she presents herself to you, generally. And the serpent, while scary to some, is a very spiritual symbol in a lot of ancient civilizations. So I had a really vivid dream where my body was covered in snakes. I was not made of snakes, but I was covered in them, wrapped around my wrist, all kinds of different kinds that I'd never seen before, falling out of my hair, just everywhere. And I could feel myself as I was getting anxious, as I was scared or alarmed by having seen them. I could feel them tightening around me. And then as I realized, like, I'm fine, this is fine, nothing is happening. They know who I am, I know who they are. There's mutual respect here, kind of a vibe. Everything just kind of started loosening. And I feel like that is her working with my subconscious to help me in the process of surrender, because I know that that's going to be hard for me. And I'm getting a lot of just insights as far as why people portray themselves the way that they do, understanding of deep things that I've never really perceived in the way that I've been kind of getting information about. For instance, I had a very hard breakup with my ex. We ended up separating when I was 8 months pregnant, not by my choosing. I don't think anybody picks that. One of our biggest issues in our relationship, other than infidelity on his part, was communication. And I always kind of blamed him for it. And I think that seeing how I act and make people feel like communication isn't safe can put somebody who's already been abused in a more abusive situation. I've been shown through other outlets what it's like to feel like communication is completely pointless, no matter how you think, speak, respond, react, rationalize. And I can see how somebody who's damaged would choose to not say anything, why that's easier, and just deal with it and deal with it and deal with it until you have no choice but to leave. And it's just a realization that I've never really had in that way, or from another perspective in that way. Another one with him, my ex, the one that has trouble communicating openly, was kind of a dream, I guess, kind of dream download that I had about his childhood and why he has issues communicating emotionally, specifically, because his dad worked several jobs, and they're immigrants, and his dad worked his ass off their whole childhood. But as far as is his situation, his parents conceived twin girls, when he was about a year old. And I have a daughter who's a year and a half, and I see how important emotional bonding is at this point in time. And I remember seeing, my daughter and seeing her emotionally bonding with, our family and with myself, and really realized how exerted and exhausted his mom had to be with, a 1.5-year-old and then a set of twins, and how the attention and the emotional, even just the connection, how much my daughter needs connection, how his mom could have not been able to provide that to him with twin girls that she was taking care of, in a foreign country by herself, not speaking English. They were stuck at home a majority of the time, I'm guessing, and she was pulled in the direction of 3 very small children. So I think that maybe a lot of him just realized that it wasn't, or was programmed to think that because his needs couldn't be met emotionally in that way, just kind of not to have them. Um, and instead of being mad at him for it, I felt, I guess, sad that I lost an opportunity to love someone in that way and make it safe for them in that way, which is growth, because, the ego self wants to hurt somebody back, especially somebody who you feel like has betrayed you in that bad of a way. But it just, it made me feel sad. It made me feel sad for him that he lost a partner that would feel that way. Made me sad that he chooses, other partners and other paths and things that he needs to work out. That's his path, his journey. But yeah, just a lot of realizations. I think that I go back and forth from feeling anxious and excited. I do know that, like, with the amount of the kind of call that I've gotten, that something big is going to come of it. Whether it be a horrible experience, it will be what it is supposed to be. Whether I have no experience, that will be what it is supposed to be. Overcoming my fear and going would be what it is supposed to be. So I don't have expectations. But I do get apprehensive some days, and I see a lot of synchronicities calming me. I see a lot of things being put into my path to kind of reassure me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So it's not something that you don't feel guided in going through. The universe definitely sends you what you need if you are feeling the call to go and experience it. And it's not like, hey, it happens a couple times. I mean, pretty consistently. I've been planning my trip since March, and it's been that way. With synchronicities and people that I will run into, and support and reassurance, and in every way, shape, or form possible that you will find. You will get support if it is supposed to be what you are doing, and it's a call that you have to go and do it. So I'm just trying to listen to my internal guidance as much as I can. I think I'm kind of more apprehensive about coming back and what's that's going to be like, so I am planning all of my integration beforehand. I quit eating meat, and I was smoking cigarettes briefly, which is horrible, but COVID, bro. So stopped that as well. I think I'm like a month off of, 3 weeks, a month off of cigarettes. So I mean, I need to cut sugar, like, the occasional blueberry donut fruit snack kind of vibe, but generally I eat fairly healthy and close to the diet. So yeah, 3 weeks, that's where I'm at, trying to link in. Meditations are very peaceful, but not very, a lot of my downloads I'm getting in waking state. I'm not getting in meditation, which usually I kind of get more of them in meditation. Meditation has been more solace, more peaceful, more disconnecting, kind of like it used to be before my awakening, which is, perfect. Everything as it is perfect and appreciated. So that's where I'm at right now, guys, and I will definitely keep you posted. And, just so much love to anybody else on the same journey as me. I mean that so wholeheartedly. Everybody is on their path and has their own purpose, and I'm just thankful for what everybody is doing for the entirety of the good of our planet, sincerely. So bless you all. I love you all, and I will definitely keep you posted.